Hi, welcome to Similar But Different, the podcast. Let's do that again. Okay. But I'm getting all the benefits.
Without having to pay.
Right.
Yeah, they screwed me. And then I found a bunch of friends that I was different from. I think I'd like the gram more if I got hit up in my DMs.
Okay, this should probably end. Hi, welcome to Similar But Different. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Jen.
Hey, Jen.
H.
How's it going?
Oh, it's so good. It's Christmas time. It's the season. Honestly,
Merry Christmas.
you committed to that. We have the giggles right now.
Yeah.
Oh no, you committed hardcore to that, and I love that. But I just wanted to say that Thanksgiving was too late this year, and Christmas decor going up middle of Thanksgiving or middle of November is the way to go from here on out.
Yeah.
Forever will my Christmas decor go up ASAP.
Yeah.
I might do November 1st.
We're okay. Yeah, we're always after Thanksgiving people, but last weekend I started our tree's still not up, but I've started putting stuff out because when we get back from our Thanksgiving travels, it's going to be
the last thing
December.
you want to do.
And I want to enjoy the most of it as possible. Your home is cozy as fuck on Christmas.
It is so great. And we leave it up through like all of January.
Yeah.
We can leave the
I was
Christmas
gonna say.
lights up.
Even though I know that line gets shit, which it should, because doesn't everyone leave their Christmas lights up until January?
Yeah, true. But
There is. So once,
That's good.
Okay, someone made the argument of like January 1, they take all of their Christmas decor down. What smells? What are
It
you
just
sniffing?
smells like it's been in storage. No, it's the pillows.
Wow.
You smell that?
Yes.
Yeah, we're washing these.
Yeah.
I feel like we washed them last time though. Sorry, go ahead. I interrupted.
But because, or maybe no, their thing was like the day after Christmas or something, they take everything down. And they're like, because it helps them just be like, okay,
the season's
we're
over.
starting the new year.
Ugh, sounds awful.
Yeah. It's always really sad when you take it down.
It's like a depressing time.
Yeah.
But I guess if you take it down and then have a New Year's celebration afterwards, it brings you back up. No.
No, because I
No.
don't care about New Year's.
Me neither. I mean, I care about my husband's birthday.
Yeah.
That's what we celebrate on New Year's.
Well, that makes more sense.
Yep. Yeah.
Am I allowed to bring up what happened before we started this?
Yes.
Okay, so Jen has the toots, and I was like, oh, I don't have them, and we just ate the same thing for dinner. And she said, well, it's actually from the Indian food I had 24 hours ago.
Last night and for lunch today.
Yeah.
Back to back Indian food. It's bubbling in there.
And it just, what made me think is like another perk of working from home is that, you can fart at your own will. Yeah. And I remember once I went in office and it had been a long time since I'd worked around people.
Mm-hmm.
And I just let one go.
You
and
forgot.
was like, oh no.
We don't do that anymore. Not in public.
I wasn't around a lot of people, but I was like, you gotta lock that shit up, Rachel.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you say that because at a certain point, we talked about this last time, when you get older, you wind up, you just don't care. And I don't know if you've noticed this with my grandparents, but I'm noticing it now with my dad. Just farts whenever he wants. Does not give a fuck. Okay. Doesn't give a flying fuck.
Part of it is I don't think they care.
They don't care.
But also, I don't think they're always aware that it's happening.
Shit. I don't think my dad's that old, but I think grandparents-wise, yes. I used to question whether or not my grandmother knew she was farting at the time. I'm like, you're just letting everything out. We're in the middle of church, Grandma. No, not really, but like, that's the type of shit.
Me and my brother were chatting with another older member of my family. I won't name names. And they got up, let one rip, like loud. But they didn't even acknowledge that it happened.
What? But they got up
to
do it?
Well, then left the room.
Oh.
And both my brother and I are looking at each other like, What?
That's fucking crazy. Although I say that, my my mom's side of the family, we were farters. As in, like, we would get together for holidays, especially, like, Thanksgiving, and every man has farted, like, and been like, "Hey," or, like, I don't know what I can
Wait, so is
recall.
that a Thanksgiving tradition that you didn't bring up on our
I
last
don't know if I would
episode?
call it a Thanksgiving tradition. It is a whenever we would
A
get
Thanksgiving
together,
must-have?
it's a oh god, Thanksgiving I could do without. It was like a whole thing because my grandfather on my mom's side, and then, like, my brother, my cousin, um, the males, mostly, they would always just rip ass, and it would stink so bad, and it was almost like they were competing with each other
Yeah.
on who could have the stinkiest toots, and honestly, I thought that that was just every family until well, I knew it wasn't my family, my dad's side of the family, we did not do that. I don't know what the difference
Just
was.
the maternal side.
It was the maternal side, but then with Nathan's family, it's like, "Oh, no, you don't do that. You
Yeah.
do not do
Well,
that."
they're fancy Southern folk,
Ex well,
right?
you would think, that my dad's side is the Carolina yeah,
There you
they're
go.
fancy Southern folk. Man, that was the thing, though.
Yeah.
Just we are a fart-friendly family.
An FFF.
Fart-friendly
You
family.
know, you usually refer to farts as toots. I think it's very
Toots.
comical. You'd be like, "I got a toot."
I got a toot. I mean
Farts will always be funny, and I think it's sad for those who don't find them funny.
I do too. I also feel bad for those that might still be pretending like they don't fart,
Yeah,
'cause, like, that's dumb.
that's a sad life.
And I remember people that would say, "Oh, I don't fart." And I would be like, "You do."
Ok you're looking at me as if we know this person.
Katie used to say it.
That she doesn't
Yeah.
fart?
Well, I think she still is like, "I don't really fart much."
No, will leave the room to fart.
I don't think her and, like, her husband talked about, like, she would not talk like, at all. She didn't do it.
Yeah.
Like, in
But
his
would she
which is the same way
claim,
my
"I
brother's
don't do
fiancé
it"?
like, as far as my brother needs to know, she doesn't poop. And that's what my brother will say. He's like, "Oh, no, she doesn't poop."
You know what'll be interesting? I'll be curious if this changes if they decide to have children. Because
Oh.
of the people in my life who claim not to poop or don't talk about farts or, like,
Yep.
embarrassed to, like, talk about body stuff, once they have had a child,
All that changes.
all it changes. Literally, Katie showed us a picture of her son crowning out of her
Oh,
hoopy,
shit, yeah, that happened.
and we used to go to the gym with her, and she would change in the stall.
That's so true. She wouldn't even change in front of us. Not that,
Yeah.
like, I needed to see her, but, like, I remember
Right.
that being a thing of, like,
Yeah.
she would, like, run away and
Yeah,
hide.
it changes.
And then, yeah, she sent that pic. Holy shit, that's so true.
Yeah.
I rember being like,
'Cause once
"That's
you
a pic
shit
I could go without."
yourself in a room full of people,
Yeah, she did say
then you're like, nothing's off the table
I
now.
mean, I guess I can understand that. I
And never what you just go through 9 months of being poked and prodded and
ugh, I don't
weird body
ugh.
stuff.
I feel like I've just never been maybe it's because of a dog too. When you have to pick up some dog shit, you're probably like, "I can talk about shit now," and it's a normal thing. I'm not
I
comparing
guess,
picking up dog shit to having a child, though.
but
Let me be clear.
I think it's the same amount of effort. Um, but, like, no, I don't think that's a good equivalent because they're not claiming that, like, other people don't shit. They're just saying that they don't.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Okay. Yep, I got what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that
But
that's
gosh, to
crazy.
leave the room to fart, I mean, I probably helped my step count, but
I will say when I'm taking protein, so, like, actual protein powder and, like, I'm adding that to my
yeah.
normal diet, the protein farts are the
Oh,
worst. The
the worst.
worst farts, and I mean, I'm, like, trying to understand how the people that are, like, taking protein to bulk up,
Yeah.
they just have to all the time just their shit stinks.
Yeah.
I
Have you ever gotten mad at Nathan for how bad a fart smelled?
First of all, Nathan has a toxic.
Is it because his diet is so healthy and filled with protein?
You know, we'll say that. I honestly don't
I
know.
feel like something's wrong.
No, it's actually opposite of that because when he eats like dog shit, and I mean like when we are eating McDonald's or the Indian food we had last night or whatever it is, it gets toxic. And of course, I feel like this is, and maybe this, I don't want to speak for all men, but he fucking loves it. And I know like his
But
guy
does
friends
he
too.
loves it because of your reaction?
Probably.
Or he doesn't like
I think people
love
like the
his
reaction.
own brand.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, well, everybody can handle their own brand.
That's true. You can handle it. And
You
you're
can
like,
handle it.
wow, that came out of me.
That was stinky. And then
I've gagged. Like
from your own?
Not my
Okay, I was like,
but for my own, I've been like, wow.
yeah, stinky.
Me too. I'm so stinky. I'm just a little girl.
Yeah, no, I've totally gagged from
Yeah.
And what pisses me off is the shit that Nathan will do will be like he wants to smell it. So like I told him from now on you have to tell me. But now he'll tell me and then he'll like try to tickle me so I have to breathe in.
Okay.
Or in bed, he'll try to fucking Dutch oven me. Or like he'll have one in there, it's under the covers, and then he acts like he's gonna turn over and he like lifts the covers up and turns to the side.
That's skulls for divorce.
Right? I was like, this is gonna make or break. No.
Skylar started tickling me the other day and I went straight for the balls. I didn't act like he stopped in time.
Fuck with me.
Well, because I'm like, my limbs are just gonna go crazy because I hate
it too.
being tickled.
Is he ticklish?
And yeah, probably not as much as me. And it's just so interesting with like little kids. They love to be tickled.
Love it.
But like, are there any adults that love to be tickled?
No. It's awful.
It feels like torture.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And I think it's more torturous.
Imagine if like in a war zone and they capture a criminal and they're just but just imagine like a little feather under your foot.
Imagine chemical warfare, but the chemical causes you to feel like you're being tickled.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be aggressive.
Oh, wait, you watched The Boys, right?
Yeah.
Have you watched the most recent season?
Yeah.
And you saw the episode where he was in like the sex dungeon and they were tickling him?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Because that, that's awful, but some people maybe get off on that. Get your jollies on the tickles.
Yeah, no, thank you.
The sex dungeon.
No, because I think they knew it's torture and that's what they get off on. It's torture.
Oh, it's exactly what that was.
Yeah.
It is torture. It's awful. I don't understand it. It makes me more angry too because he's not ticklish, and so I feel like to your point when you were like, "I went for the balls," I feel like that's how you get away. That's how you get out of that. It's like, oh, yep.
Yeah,
and it's
then
equivalent.
They'll learn.
It's equivalent.
Yeah, I would say the same.
As someone who has no idea what that feels like, I hear it's awful. So is tickling.
Tickling. Well, he doesn't know what tickling's like, so he can't make a fair argument.
Exactly.
Well, we can stay on farts, or
I forgot that. Yeah.
Shall we do a
jar pull?
Yeah.
Yes. Last jar pull was great. Let's jar pull again.
I thought you were gonna talk to help with the dead air, but
I'm not. I'm really bad at that.
Also, elephant in the room. I'm aware my hair looks like a helmet. And that is what will make people tune into YouTube.
When you told me that, though, I looked at you and was like, yep, I see it 100%. There I am saying that again. But I didn't think it at first. Like, looking at you, I wasn't like
throughout the day, it's like slowly been falling out of the clip, which makes it just like more heavier on the sides, which is giving it
those vibes.
Helmet.
I like it.
Oh
shit.
We can't talk about this because literally Skylar was talking to one of our mutual friends and asked if they wanted to be a guest about this topic.
Okay.
So
save it.
No.
And we're working on our guest setup because we had a really good guest and we had to toss that episode. I'm still upset.
I guess I should have not thrown that back in there.
Yeah, what were you thinking?
I'm dumb. It's the helmet.
Oh, it's funny.
Okay, this says holidays -2.
Oh, holidays part 2 because we did a holidays one before, right?
Okay, yeah.
Maybe? But also we're coming up on the holidays. We should just
Yeah.
do that like
Is this just like about
no one put that in, right? That
no,
was just one of ours.
I guess one that we've
I
chatted
say
about
we skip it
before.
and Jen's going to pull from the jar now cuz
Okay,
Rachel
I'm
had
not
her
doing a
chance.
good job.
Rachel
La di da da da. We should have jar pull music. Oh, the jar pull. Oh, a jar pull.
I like that you've got a song for everything.
Yeah.
All right. So, we've got
Your foamy is popping up on your mic.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Probably just we don't want to sound bad. This says laundry habits.
Oh. Okay.
Which we've touched on this a little bit because I feel like one of the questions we talked about, maybe this was a question of the day with the our girl group, but it was like how often do you wash your sheets and your towels?
Oh, was it?
Didn't we talk about that
I don't know.
recently?
I'm being served a lot of content related to that, and
Oh.
I feel like I'm being attacked.
Targeted? Really? Why?
Okay. Well, with sheets, they say you're supposed to wash them once a week. I think we talked about this recently.
Yep, I remember.
Don't do that. I basically go off vibes.
Okay.
Um,
Vibes, interesting.
I don't have a like, oh, every X amount of weeks or days we wash the sheets.
Mhm.
Like right now, I feel like they could use a washing. But I can't like
I'm curious.
I'm gonna say it's at least once a month
Yeah. Do you shower at night or in the morning?
in the morning.
So
Skylar showers morning
both.
and night. Yeah.
We're morning showers too. And I almost feel like that means that we should probably wash our sheets more frequently.
Yeah.
Because I can see you making the argument of like, oh, I shower before I go to bed. So they stay clean longer. I try to wash the sheets at least every 2 weeks, at a minimum every 2 weeks. We just changed the sheets recently but that's because Nathan got back from his trip and I had just changed them. So it's only been a week and we took them off today. And he's like been sweating so much at night. And so this morning he said, I thought Penny peed the bed.
Oh my gosh.
Because yeah, and that's how and I was like, did you pee the bed?
Like, yeah, it must have been
That's not fucking
must have been
normal.
Penny.
And
Wow, that's a lot of
it's
sweat.
a lot of sweat.
Is he
Yeah.
sick?
Oh, so that's what he thought initially. He's like, maybe I had like a fever. Like that's the type of sweat he felt like he
Yeah.
did the other night. And I was like, okay, shit, but he feels fine. So I was like, oh, we have to change the sheets. I don't.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, and I know he's not going to do this, but like I would be sick if I got back into bed that I just woke up sweating from.
Yeah. It's kind of like if you have a sweaty night, like I'll rewear my pajamas.
Same.
Pajamas.
Samesies.
But if I have like a sweaty night, I'm like, oh, I'm swapping these out.
I rewear my jammies. I'll wear them up to 2 times.
Oh, I'll wear them way more than that.
Yeah, I'll wear them 2 times and then I switch out. Or if I wear underwear underneath my boxers sometimes, which I don't typically do because I don't like underwear to sleep, but you know, then I'll wear the boxers like all week until I actually wear them without underwear.
Yeah.
And then the first time without underwear,
that makes sense because it's essentially like your underwear.
Yep, exactly.
I think we'll sometimes wash pillowcases more than
Really?
the sheets, and it's just because that's more easy to take care of. Like I find washing the sheets annoying because I find the removal and the replacement to be such a task.
Well, so when we're talking washing sheets, we're talking, or at least I am curious if you feel the same, just the fitted sheet and the top sheet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Like we're talking sheets. People that wash their like comforter or duvet more than once every 5 months. I'm kidding. I don't know how often, but like
I feel like we'll do it like once a season.
I don't know how frequently I do it. I can tell you it's infrequent.
Yeah.
Because I'll wash the sheets. We use blankets often. And I will say we probably wash more frequently, maybe once a month, because Penny's laying on and around it.
Yeah.
And so she has her own blanket, which gets washed a lot because she's disgusting. Love her. She's a stinky girl. But yeah, we'll wash all that shit.
Yeah.
Probably more frequently than we should.
And I'm with the pillowcases. I'm like, all the oils on your face and stuff, and it's
That's a good point.
nice to keep those fresh. And I guess I just pretend the oils on my body don't exist. But most of my body's covered in clothes. Not really Skylar's though.
Oh yeah. Well, no, it's a really good point. I
He's
should
super
probably wash
clean.
my pillowcases more because I don't wash my hair every time I shower,
Right. Same.
and that's all up
And
on
as
the
we've
pillow.
discussed, sometimes I don't even wash my face. So
Yeah, that's correct.
yeah.
Not
Skylar is usually the laundry king in our home.
nice.
So,
I
and
feel like that's unique.
he's kind of been de facto that because he like sweats way more, so just has more laundry.
Yep.
Um and I mean now we both go to the gym together, but I used to not, and so he's always washing all of his sweaty gym clothes. And
Oh
then
yeah.
like I'll rewear my clothes, like my pants and tops, a lot
Same.
before I wash them. So he just has more laundry, and he has a way of he likes things folded. So I'm like, okay, if I can't help here, then that's just how it's gonna be.
Jesus.
But he's good about like he washes all our towels and stuff once a week.
What? Yes. So I hope Penny's not getting picked up. I doubt she is. She is barking at something
Getting
though.
picked up?
Like her bark isn't getting picked up in the mics.
Oh, okay.
Because she's barking really bad. But what I will say,
That's what I say.
that did not used to be the case for my household, and now it is. So like
Washing the towels
initially,
once a week?
no, like doing who does the laundry.
Oh.
Because like initially, I did the laundry because I've like obsessive control issues. Like it's just there's a certain way to do it. I'm gonna do it my way. So that's how it was. And then Nathan got introduced into the scene, and it was like, oh, I'm doing laundry. I'll do your shit too. And then I didn't do his shit right. So pro tip, just do that. But like he wants to hang his t-shirts afterwards. He wants to fold stuff certain ways. Like he wants to wash stuff certain ways. Some stuff doesn't get dried. And I'm more of a just dump and fuck it.
Yeah, which is weird that you just said you're very particular about your laundry.
I'm I want to make sure it gets done in that sense.
Okay, so you're
Like,
more on a timeline.
Yep. So I'll still do towels, sheets, things like that in between. But recently he's been doing, I say recently, it's been within the last year or two. He does all of his
So
laundry.
the length of your marriage.
Yeah. And sometimes he'll do my laundry.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
And that's because Skylar is more particular about how he likes things folded and stuff, and
Yep.
I do not care.
Yeah.
So, and then I have much less, so it just kind of makes sense. Now, I will sometimes do my own loads if I'm like, oh, I'm doing a load of delicates or something like that. Trying to wash the brizz.
Oh yeah.
Which is me saying bras, if that wasn't clear.
Bras. Yeah, no, I mean, since I don't really wear bras like I used to anymore.
Well, so even what you're wearing now, you will wash that on regular. You won't wash it on delicate.
Regular.
And do you let it air dry or do you put it in the dryer?
Dry it. It's just a bralette, so I'm like, in my mind, it's cotton.
Yeah. I mean, that's essentially what I wear the majority of the time too, but I'm like, well, I want to keep the elastic intact and stuff like that.
See, I probably should do that more.
And I still don't wash them that regularly, so
yeah, I don't either. This is day 3.
Yeah. My mom growing up, she would hang dry all of our underwear because of the elastic, and she thinks it's crazy that I don't do that. And I'm like, because I'd rather just buy new underwear.
Yes, we already talked about
bras and stuff. Because like
bras are
especially
bralettes. I buy a new pack.
Yeah, and well, life for you is different.
It's weird.
With like what you can buy, whereas like for me, I feel like I'm at least spending like $40
there
on, and even like the one like I'm wearing now is known for being like a bralette-ish type bra that has support, but it's rough up there. It's hard to hold these puppies up.
It is. It's impressive.
But what am I saying? Yeah, it's much more of a pain to me to drop money on new bras. I don't really care about underwear.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Laundry.
What other things get washed?
I will say, I feel like there was like a trend around the laundry room in people's homes, and like you're having a nice laundry room,
Okay.
and
We don't.
we don't. And I remember, maybe this was just I got like down a Pinterest rabbit hole because when we were renovating the basement, we were moving the laundry room.
Right.
And but no, I remember seeing it like on TV. People were putting in like in a laundry room. They're putting in like a fancy dog bath area.
I mean, I can see that being beneficial if you need to give your dog a bath a lot.
Totally. But a tub works.
Well, also laundry rooms that have like, oh, an area where you can like easily hang stuff and like fold
Convenience. That's
things and
nice.
has good storage and stuff like that. That is nice. Because we right now just bring everything and throw it on the bed
And fold it from
and
there.
fold it from there, which also honestly works.
Yeah.
Our laundry room is our pantry and where the water heater is.
Yeah.
So
But
it's
I feel like
not
that's
aesthetically
normal.
pleasing.
Yeah. I like it. I do like the fancy laundry rooms.
Yeah.
I feel like that I don't know if that was a thing. It wasn't a thing for me growing up.
But you have to get a sign that says laundry so you know which room it's for.
Dude, that's a thing.
Skylar
That's
hates
a
that stuff so
thing.
much. And I don't like it, but I don't really care. But he gets really annoyed if we're like in a Home Goods or something. He's like, why are there all these signs that just say where you are and what room this is for?
It's so absurd. It's one of those things where I'm like, if someone has it in their home and that's what makes them happy, good for you. In my mind, that would piss me off. It's like, yeah, of course this is the fucking laundry. I understand that this is the salt and this is the pepper.
Well, that I can actually understand more because I never know if like 3 holes is the salt or pepper or it's 2 holes. Like if you can see through it, then yeah, sure,
Yeah,
you
if you see
know.
through
But
it, yeah.
otherwise,
Yeah, okay, fair. Not a good example.
yeah.
I don't know. In this house, it's a home or something. Home is where, I don't know.
No. See that
Live, laugh, love.
okay, well that's just like cheesy signage in general.
Yeah,
But now if
but
you just
labels.
had a sign that said
Bread.
home
Bread. You
but
know
then
what
I
I'm talking
think
about,
yes.
those bread baskets.
But then I think we literally have some like ceramic container on our island in the kitchen that says utensils.
What?
You know,
No.
it says it on
It
there.
says you
And
took.
it's just like a white thing and you can barely see because it's like white on white. It's kind of like just like engraved in
Yeah,
there.
okay.
But it's kind of like well, it's like having things that say like flour,
Mhm.
sugar, but actually not because those have lids, so you don't know. Whereas the
Well, you can see in
utensils,
it.
you see them poking out.
Yeah.
Not always; they're not all see through.
Oh, okay, fair.
All your stuff is see through. Your salt and pepper, I guess. Your flour,
Yeah.
your
All
sugar,
my containers.
your
Yeah.
money,
What? The
Mon-
money's so see-through you
money
can't
jar.
see it.
Well, it's just like having a piggy bank that says like cash on it.
Dude, I will say, laundry is one of the funny ones, of,
I
like,
feel
the
like that's
labels.
really the only one there is. You don't see
Bathroom?
bathroom.
Yeah, you do.
Or like washroom, maybe. Like you see it in restaurants and stuff, but not in people's homes.
I hope
Now
not.
there are signs that say eat,
Pray. Love.
this is where we pray, and this is where we love.
Yeah, the eat thing is weird.
And you're like, I was wondering where we do that. I'm gonna sign that says poop and put it
Oh,
by the
it's too
toilet.
good. This is not related to laundry at all, but I will say the in the bathroom, the trend of, like, taking a picture of your dog taking a
Okay.
shit
I'm
is
actually
the
very into that.
amazing.
And I don't have a dog, but I
But
like the
room
idea
is
of collecting other people's pets
oh, doing that.
pooping and creating a collage of
I'll
that.
provide that to that
Thank you.
collage. Yeah, Penny would be happy to be in that
That
collage.
actually I'm gonna request a Christmas gift from people, and I do want it in the frame. I don't wanna have to frame it, so
Okay.
I would I
Framed
already have
pictures of
so
your
many
dog taking a shit.
or cat or iguana, whatever it is.
Iguana.
So our downstairs half bath, we just call it our weird bathroom
Mhm.
because it's just, like, filled with, like, random
Yep.
things.
Which is,
And
it's
so,
joyful when you're a guest going
yeah,
pee down there.
lots of things to look at. So I like the idea of filling it with loved ones,
I
shitting
love that.
pets.
I love that. That's actually what I need to do. I have right now, like, just skeleton doing different things on a toilet.
Oh, but I like that
It
too.
is cute. Yeah. I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of it. Yeah. Laundry. What else is there related to laundry? Like,
Do you ever watch anything on Delicate?
sometimes I'm getting a cramp in my knee.
Oh,
I had therapy today.
yeah. Do we need to take a
No.
commercial break?
No, we're fine. It's just
I can do a commercial if we need to.
I got some cups downstairs.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
I love that you just went straight into commercial
Yeah,
mode.
clearly
Like,
I just wanted to do
you
that,
are
so,
singing tonight.
Yeah.
Huge fan of it. Huge fan of it. I don't even know what I was talking about anymore. This cramp has.
Laundry, I asked if you ever wash things on Delicate.
I don't. That's not true. I don't anymore. I used to have a job where I wore business clothes. I went through stages of it. And when I was wearing my nice clothes, they say that it's uh
Hand wash only.
hand wash or
I never do
dry
that.
cleaners type stuff. And I did used to have a Puritan cleaners thing at my first job where I wore business clothes, but when I started bringing those clothes back out, I washed those on Delicates.
Yeah. If it's hand wash only, that means I'm gonna wash it on Delicate.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's dry clean only, I either am never gonna clean it or I don't buy it. Honestly, if I realize it, then I'm not gonna buy it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if
But I
it's
just
like a
don't need clothes
dress
like that. Yeah,
for like
Well-
a special occasion.
that's true. And then I probably, unless I get like pit stains in it or something, I'm not gonna wash it.
Yeah, well, I'll wear it.
I bet
couple
I have dresses that
celebrations.
I've never washed that I've worn 100 times.
I
Maybe
have
100 is
that.
too much.
I have
But
those that I've worn multiple times.
yeah,
Yeah, I've done that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
no.
You're wearing it one night.
If it doesn't smell, that's my thing. I'm like, I wash it when it smells. So really, I'm saving the environment.
That's funny.
Not with sheets. My sheets never get to a place where I'm like, oh, they smell.
Yeah, true.
But and same with towels. I mean, but I'm sure some towels, if they get like well, if your towels smell like mildew, then you just need new towels. I don't think you're gonna wash that out.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely wash our towels after like 3 washes.
3 uses.
3 uses.
Yeah, 3 washes of yourself.
Yeah, like 3 clean. I've cleaned my body with this 3 times now. We should 3 to 4 times. We
So
should wash
really?
it.
So you'll wash more than once a week? Or you just swap out the
Oh
towels?
shit, we're washing clothes or like just rotations of stuff pretty almost constantly. It feels like.
Yeah, same. But we just do
That's
towels
how it
once
was
a week, I feel like.
My parents, I felt like I was doing laundry all the time, and I'm like, you guys don't wear that much shit.
My mom, and granted, so I have I have 2 siblings, so 3 of us, my 2 parents, 5 of us in the house. So it was enough. My mom would split things by colors.
Mm-hmm.
She still does that with just her and my dad.
My mom still does that too.
And I guess that's their generation thing. I don't split. We sometimes we'll do like whites
Yeah.
and everything else. And with the whites, sometimes if we have like light things, we'll throw them in with the whites.
Yes. Well, if you're not
But
bleaching, you don't need to necessarily do whites separately, right? You could do
right, and we
whites with it.
don't. Yeah. And so I'm like, wow. She would separate like, oh, these are the purples, these are the reds. I'm like, it takes a while to accumulate.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah. So not just lights and darks.
Yeah, mine's blacks.
Yeah.
All of my
Well, that's
black
all you
apparel.
wear, so.
Yeah. All my black apparel goes in, and then I'll do all the other colors, which is gray, white, cream.
Oh
Those
yeah,
all.
I guess you don't have other colors.
I don't really have colors.
Yeah, I have colors.
Yeah. I don't like doing colors, so most of my other stuff and sometimes I have to separate out like some of the sweaters and stuff, especially so wintertime, I'll separate out and do like delicates for
Yeah.
those things. But it's rare
Yeah.
because I'll wear it like 5 times over.
Yeah. I wonder if people are gonna stop listening to this episode because
Oh.
they're like, this is boring.
Shit. Maybe,
Yeah.
which is fine. Laundry habits are
We
real.
got them in with the fart stuff.
Did we hook them though?
Yeah.
We may have. We
Or
may.
they
or-
left. 'Cause of
Yeah, we
that.
may have like initially teased it, and then they're like, "No, fuck this. Let's do another jar pull."
No.
Which is
I'm
like,
saying I'm bored.
oh,
I'm just saying I think it's funny having a podcast episode and we were just talking about laundry. But then again, I love listening and hearing the mundaneness in other people's lives.
Yeah.
And I just think it's interesting.
I like it.
Well, that's good.
I'm also just here to talk.
Yeah. I also feel like I came in hot. Like I was giggling.
Yeah.
And then I
You
think
hit
I
a wall
literally
just now.
You saw it
Yeah.
happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hit a wall. Just like, I'm done.
Yeah. And in sleep, no. And daily routines, I talked about how my body just shuts down. Oh, wait. What time is
Yeah,
it?
you were talking about
Oh, it's 8.
this.
Okay. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm currently been falling asleep on the couch at like 7:38 and then just waking up and forcing my body
To go upstairs and get in bed?
crawl upstairs and fall into bed.
And then you say you'd like wake up in the morning at like 5 and you're exhausted?
No, I'm not
Oh,
exhausted.
you're not exhausted,
I'm
but
ready
you're
for
waking
the
up
day.
early. Okay.
Yeah. But I don't want to be up that early. Again, I don't want to be
Yeah.
asleep that early.
But technically, the way like I get the early thing because at 5 o'clock the sun's down completely.
Yes.
I was sitting outside the other day because it was 70 degrees, and it was 3 o'clock that I finished a meeting, and the sun was behind the houses.
Yeah.
It was already that far down, and I was like, okay, this is depressing.
I am the sun. Like when the
once
sun
the sun's
goes down,
I'm
I'm down. And when it comes up, I'm up. And that is how our circadian rhythms are
It's
supposed to
intended,
work.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's fine.
But yeah.
I mean, we've talked about this, I feel like, before. I mean, I do think falling asleep on the couch at 7:30 is a bit aggressive, Rach.
Yes, I don't get to enjoy my evening. I work until 5.
That is
Essentially
aggressive.
eat and fall asleep.
We go up to bed or like start getting ready for bed around 8. I'm in bed reading by 8:30, asleep by 9:30, 10, depending on when I can finally put my book down. Nathan will play the video games or do some other stuff before he actually goes to bed. But like that's still early. That's early as shit.
I haven't even been able to read because I'm just
you're
like,
asleep
no,
at
I'm so
7:30.
tired.
Are you always getting up to get in bed, or sometimes you're just sleeping on the couch all night?
No, I never do that.
Oh,
So that's part of my, I guess, non-negotiables.
Non-negotiables in the bed.
I will, once I wake up, force myself to go in bed because I know I will enjoy my sleep more in the bed.
Yeah. Okay. I'm tempted to move to the couch because Nathan has come home snoring like a motherfucker.
I have been moving to the guest room.
Yeah?
Recently. Yeah, because Skylar's been snoring.
Okay, I tried earplugs.
Okay.
Awful.
Well, I invested, they have not arrived yet, in like expensive ass quality earplugs.
Tell me how those go.
So I'll let you know if they work.
Because that's what I was thinking. I thought they were fine, and I was able to sleep. But apparently at some point in the night, I must have been like, fuck this, and I pulled one out.
Like, what kind of earplugs are these?
Like the ones that
the foamy ones?
Foam and, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then they like start to ache.
Yeah.
So, because like, yeah, I must have said fuck this to one and pulled it out, and then I wasn't sleeping because I could hear it. And so then I pulled the other one out because I was like, ow. And then it like felt like, holy shit, like it expanded my earlobe.
Yeah. I actually think that I feel like, okay, I think we talked about this on the podcast. A few weeks ago, Skylar and I went to this like Swananoa mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, near Charlottesville or like Stanton area. And in it, it's like, oh, these are the master's chambers and the ladies' chambers. And they're on like opposite sides of the upstairs. And I'm like, that is maybe how it should be. It sucks because I do love, I'm not a cuddler while I sleep person, but I do like to wake up and then be like, oh, before we get up, let's cuddle.
I'm a before bed and when we wake.
Yes. And then once I'm ready to fall asleep, I'm like, get away from me.
Yep. That's how Nathan is. I could do whatever.
You want to be held while you sleep?
No, because it gets hot.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, so no. Once like you're sleeping, it is a solo job. It doesn't take two to sleep. So I can totally understand the separate bed thing. Well, now that Nathan started snoring, that's not normal for him. So hopefully he will stop doing that. But
Maybe he has this weird illness where he feels fine, but he's congested and sweating a lot. Where he has
I think he like doesn't have other symptoms, but maybe that like from hanging out with his guys.
Yeah.
For his guys trip, he came home with like some congestion and maybe a fever. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
But who knows? But yeah, I don't love that. But
Yeah.
I would be down to sleep in separate bedrooms.
Now, this doesn't help with snoring because it's just separate beds. But my paternal grandparents slept in 2 separate single beds.
But next to each other?
Yeah. And not like pushed up next to each other. Like there was like
Just
the nightstand in between, like you would see in a hotel.
what?
Yeah.
That's weird
And
to
I
me.
kind of want to ask my dad
What was the
why.
porpoise?
The porpoise.
What is the porpoise of this?
My papa died when I was 4, and so whenever we would then stay at their house, I always slept in his bed in the room with my grandma.
Oh, yeah.
And I liked that.
That's yeah.
But yeah, I kind of thought that I was like, "Oh, that's what you do when you're grandparents," like as a kid, because I was like, my parents slept in the same bed.
So when you get old,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I wonder why. I'm like, maybe they were just so old fashioned that they're like, yes, we share a bed to consummate and create
And
the
that's it.
children, and then we separate.
Consummate and separate. Boom.
Yeah.
Put it on a sweatshirt. I like that.
Traditional family values.
I mean, yeah, that would just piss me off if if I'm in a separate bed, don't want to be near you if you're snoring.
Yeah.
It'd be fine if you're not snoring though.
Yeah. So we've been rewatching King of Queens.
King of Queens, yeah.
And the episode we just
good.
watched was their bed broke, and so they had like 2 single beds that they were using for a period of time, and they were like, "This is amazing. We can just do our separate things in our separate beds."
Yeah. It's overrated.
But like we have a king bed, we have plenty of room.
Same.
When we got a king bed, I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah,
So
it's
much
nice.
space here. And like we'd been in king beds and hotels and stuff, and that just felt like, oh, we're on a luxury vacation.
I almost feel like without Penny in the middle, the king bed feels too expansive. Like I don't like it.
Yeah.
Because when we slept in the bed, it's like when I sleep in the bed without him. It's like, what is this fucking massive bed?
Right.
Why do we need this?
There's so much room.
But with Penny in it, no.
Okay.
It's tight.
So if I'm sleeping in the bed alone, when I wake up, making the bed is just me going, refolding the corner of the sheet back over.
Okay. Yep. Let me get out. Now just fold it right back. And it's
okay.
done.
And these last few nights that I've gotten up and slept in the guest room because he's been snoring, I will go into our bedroom and he has taken up the entire bed. It looks like a tornado has happened. I was like, what is happening in the night? And is me being in the bed just creating some sort of boundary that you can adhere to in your sleep?
I don't get it. Nathan's the same way. Like, what are you doing while you're sleeping that this is happening? It's like, just fucking sleep. Tell your body to shut up.
I know you don't have control, but I'm like, what's going
on? I don't get it. I do not get it. Exactly. With Nathan gone, it was amazing.
While I know this is unfair, I feel like I'm more elite because I sleep.
You used my favorite word. Yes. You are elite.
And I'm like, I could save, because I always make the bed in the morning. I'm like, I could save 20 seconds if you just slept the way that I slept.
You can save 20 seconds. I think there's something to that. Okay? Because in my mind, this not backed by anything except for Jennifer's brain. You're getting a better sleep because you're not tossing and turning. So, sleep quality is elite.
I do think I'm a
bed making is elite.
Yeah. I'm a good sleeper, and I don't think Skylar would define himself not as a bad sleeper, but he goes through like spurts where he struggles with sleep.
Yeah.
More than I do. And I guess you could call what I'm going through right now. Actually, I'm struggling with being too good at sleep.
I'm just Too good at this thing we call sleep. It is a
Yeah.
solo competition, and you're
And
winning.
I'm crushing it.
I do think people need to realize that sleeping is a solo event. Like, it's not we're not it's just one person.
Well, now, yes.
Don't touch me.
But well, yes, that. But I do like it when Skylar and I go to bed together.
What do you mean? Like, at the same time you rest your heads down?
Yeah, like we start getting ready for bed together, and if we're like reading next to each other or like having a little chit chat.
Mhm. Here's the
Nice.
thing that I don't like when you say
You're like
that.
all of it.
Well, it's one of those things where, we'll talk, do something, whatever it is. In Nathan's mind, the second he's ready to sleep, I need to be a fucking sleep. Like, I need to start going to bed immediate. Like, he's like, lights out, shut up, sleep. And I'm like, I'm gonna read for the next 30 minutes, and he does not like that.
Well, you could get a book light.
Well, so now I have a Kindle,
Okay.
a paperweight, so or whatever it's called, not a paperweight, paper light, whatever. Um, and so I do that, but he still doesn't. I don't think he likes it. It's like, okay, so like,
So what I'm hearing is everyone should have their own bedroom.
yes, we went from laundry habits to sleeping habits.
Yeah.
But I mean, that is it. I like that. I like that a lot. I think that you think that like, ooh, I have someone in the bed with me. Unless you're waking me up in the middle of the night and give me a little poke. I don't think that there's a point.
Wait.
What?
That's what you want?
I mean,
You want to be woken up in your deepest slumber
okay, wait a minute. I think you're
for
overthinking
that?
this. Have you never done that?
I mean, okay. Had sex? Yes. But
No.
okay.
I mean, like, been woken up and like he's on and you're like,
no.
oh
I
shit,
don't
yeah,
want
I think
that.
I could do this.
Skylar has made it clear that I'm welcome to do that at any time. And
Yeah?
I have said it is not a two-way street there.
I don't hate it.
I will be annoyed.
I'm not. I'm not.
Often does this happen? Now, is this saying
This is a
Nathan?
frequent thing.
I'm
Don't
just
wake me up every fucking night.
is he just happens to wake up? If I'm waking up at like 3 a.m. accidentally, I'm not like, gosh, I'm so horny. I'm like, sweet, it's 3. I can still go back to sleep.
I feel like it's one of those things that's always going to be initiated by a guy.
Now, if it's like 5 a.m., and
Sure.
we're kind of wrestling already,
I don't look at the time.
that I can accept.
Yeah.
But if I'm in REM,
Yeah, ribs. I think a lot of it is, and maybe I could be wrong. I'm assuming it's always going to come from the guy that's going to initiate because they wake up and happen to just have a boner, and so they're like,
that makes sense because
it's not a common thing, but it's like if you wake up in the middle of the night and you got a boner and you want to wake me up to see how we finish that, then I'm okay with it.
You're a very kind wife.
I mean, it can be fun sometimes. If you did it regularly, I feel like it's like, fuck off. Let me sleep.
It honestly,
like-
I think it depends on how tired I am.
Yeah. You
Because
gotta read the room. Read the sleeping room.
hey.
And if I say, fuck off, then you know that's a fuck off.
Yeah.
So go to the bathroom for yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really? Yeah, it's not a common thing. I feel like that's something that was more when I was younger too.
I would say more
I actually
like,
couldn't tell you the last time we've done that.
okay. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
You're doing that regularly.
I mean, I'd be open to it.
Okay. I'll let Nathan know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skylar stays up later. Like he can stay up later than I can.
Yeah.
Like last night, he stayed up too late playing video games. And Grant, I was like, if he's up at 1 a.m., I fell asleep at 8.
Yeah.
And so to him, to me, it seems like you're waking me up. And he's like, I just go to
I'm just going to bed now.
But then again, I'd be like, clearly I need this and I'm too tired.
Yep.
So I would be like, what are you thinking?
How did guys stay up until 1 a.m. playing video games? Because Nathan did that I can't remember. It was definitely a work night, I feel like. Maybe it wasn't.
We got into I wouldn't say an argument, but I was like, he was trying to say, he's like, well, no, my brain didn't get tired because I was playing the video game.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that doesn't make sense. He's like, yeah, if you're just watching TV, you get tired because you're not actively engaged.
True.
In the video game, you are. And I was like, well, I actively engaging my mind when I'm reading, but I still get tired while reading.
Yes, also true.
So whose side are you on?
There's a side here. I feel like you guys are both saying the same thing.
I'm saying it makes sense that you can get tired while playing video games. And
Yep. He doesn't believe you could get tired?
he
Playing
was
video
having a
games?
cup of coffee at like 6 p.m. And I said, that's dumb. Granted, I
That's a
will
bad idea.
admit that caffeine doesn't impact him in the way that I feel like it impacts others. Like, if he has a cup of coffee at 6 p.m. and wants to go to sleep,
He still can.
he still can. But I was using the argument of, well, maybe you didn't get tired playing video games because you
you're on
had
a
a cup of
caffeine high.
coffee at 6 p.m. And he was like, no, it's because I was playing video games. Don't take my caffeine away from me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I see what you guys are saying. I would say that yes, you can get tired playing video games. Just because your mind's engaged doesn't mean your mind just never gets tired.
You hear that,
Like,
Skylar?
you can't keep your mind engaged
forever. Because you know they tried to do that on Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Isn't that the dream guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
I don't know what movie it is. I
They
just know
should have
Freddy
just played
Krueger.
video games.
And they would have never fallen asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, eventually you get tired.
I'm excited for Skylar to listen to this episode and
Sorry,
immediately
Skylar.
be like, Rachel!
Sorry. I mean, like, yeah. I think that you can. I mean, shit. I'm the type of person that when I start a movie, I have to finish it, even if it's dog shit.
You
Fucking
don't get
sucks.
tired?
I mean, I get tired, but I'll stay awake because my mind.
I cannot.
It's not an engagement thing for me. It's a like, for some reason, it's like, no, I'm going to finish this. I will finish watching this whole movie.
That's impressive. I could go to sleep right now.
In the middle of the podcast, Rachel's like,
yeah. If I just laid down and you're like, okay, good night, I would fall asleep on this couch.
see, no. Nope.
And I wouldn't want to. This couch is pretty narrow for my liking.
It's a little firm too.
Yeah.
But
it's good for my back.
Yeah. I will say I get like Nathan has stayed up till like 1 a.m. too playing video games, and I'm just like, what the fuck? It's a work night. It's a school night. And he'll stay up till 1 a.m. He's like, and then he'll be tired the next day, but he'll come in and go to bed. But I see that the same as like, I'm ready to sleep. I think I'm tired. I'll lay down, and it takes me another 30 to 45 minutes for my brain to turn off.
You have to allow yourself to get to that point. And granted, he's like, well, I was enjoying my video games.
Yeah, so he didn't want to allow himself to get to that point.
Yeah.
There's a point of allowance. I don't know if that makes any sense.
A point of allowance. Well, speaking of allowance, it is
and points
time. I don't know. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, no, we do. We do.
It's not even 8:30.
But you're heading home, and I'm heading into my bedroom. That is the next step here, and it is Christmas decor.
Yeah,
I am
happy
bedroom.
What?
Like, I'm not gonna go decorate right now. I'm gonna go to bed.
Oh, okay. That wasn't clear.
Oh, my bad.
You were like, it is Christmas in here, but I will go to bed.
Something's wrong with me.
Nathan is putting up their Christmas decor downstairs.
He did it all by himself last year because I was post-knee surgery, and I'm going to see if we can get that done again.
Yeah. Well, happy to be of service tonight as you had to record the pod.
Yes, thank you. Appreciative.
Well,
surprised you still had it in you.
There's always room for Santa.
I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you. Do yours. Do yours.
Oh! Merry Christmas! Why are you looking at? Is it that bad? It's so much. Oh, no.
You seem just like watching your face do it. You seem like, I don't know, like a vintage Santa. I love that. Oh, it's so sad that Our sound is probably gonna cut out all that joy because
That
we haven't fixed it, but
shit, the amount of joy that was
wow.
just brought from that makes me very happy, and that is why Christmas is the best, because the amount of joy that is spread. Oh, Christmas joy. Spread the joy.
All right. Bye, citizens. Ho, ho, ho. Your mouth gets point.